Gotta thank God for all of these blessings that came straight from him. No, I'm not flexing. Yeah, I lost my mind. Yeah, I was honest. I carried a cross, just not on my necklace. To my direction, you know where I'm heading. The spirit, my map, it give me direction. God is strong. He the one stepping. I can't worry, so he no more stressing. Chapter 5, verse 7 says, cast your worries and anxieties into him, for he cares for you.
All right, let me make sure I got all my stuff. Go press. Jewel Granger. What's up, man? How you doing today, bro? You doing all right, man? All right, let me make sure I got all my stuff. I got my almond milk. I need some cinnamon. I'm doing pretty good. Are you are you new here, bro? I don't know if I've seen you before, but welcome on in, bro. Good to see you. Fourth wall says, "Hola, hombre." What's up, man? How you doing? Top of the morning, people. All right, so we're gonna start off with some eggs. Got to start off with some eggs for the mixture of the mixture of the French toast. You got to start off with a little eggs, man. Gonna toast the bread up a little bit. Yes, sir. I am, but I'm subscribed. Oh, okay. I appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you, man. How you doing, though, bro? We're making some breakfast, and we're talking about counting the small wins. Do you count the small wins? Yes or no? How are you? I'm doing pretty good, Fourth. I had a good workout yesterday. Just been doing some reflecting and really just taking it easy, but still working hard. You know what I mean? But I'm doing pretty good, man. Just staying focused on the things that matter most, bro. You know what I mean? How about you, bro? All right, so let's start with two eggs, okay? To make that mixture, to make that mixture for the French toast, guys. Let me move it where you can see it. All right, perfect. What time is it for you? Jewel, it is 8:17 in the morning. What time is it for you, bro? right, so we're gonna start with. Matter of fact, I got this many pieces of bread, so I may start with 3 eggs, just so that mixture stick, and also for the extra protein. All right, so we got 717. Where you located, Jewel? All right, so let's go cinnamon. Need a good amount of cinnamon. Okay, I'm gonna go 2 packets of stevia. Man, shout out to Mississippi, man. Are you a football fan, Jewel? Are you a football fan, bro? Vanilla extract. I think I'm gonna add a little nutmeg to this drink. Who's your football team, bro? NFL and college. Little nutmeg here. Almond milk. Let's beat it up and see how it comes out. Use a good old traditional fork. LSU. Okay. Okay. What about NFL? When you smell it, should should smell very cinnamony. If not, gotta add any more. Gotta add some more. Or you more of a college fan? That's what's up, though, bro. That's what's up. That is what's up. You know, football starting back up, man. I'm a For college, I'm a UM fan, but for NFL, I'm an Eagle fan. So you know, them boys just went ahead and took it on home. You know what I mean? Matter of fact, let me see if I got my Eagles apron over here. Hey, you see that? When I'm chefing it up, I should put my Eagles apron on, innit? I should go ahead and put my Eagles apron on, man. You know what I'm saying? Daughter put a sticker on me, but Eagles apron. Put that Eagles apron on, man. Chefing it up in the Eagles apron. Do you like fishing? I do, bro. I love fishing, man. You? All right. This is the mix right here. Yeah, I love fishing, man. Jewel Granger. Matter of fact, my pops was a real big fishing fan, so I love fishing with pops. But you just reminded me, I got to take him fishing. I don't have an NFL team wise. I was New England, but they went downhill. Oh, so you got rid of them? Fourth wall said, I only want to win. I'm not losing for them boys. I feel you though, bro. Yeah, I've been diehard Eagles since I was about 15 years old. I got 20-pound Albino catfish caught with bare hands. Wow, Jewel, you're a real country boy. You barehanding it. That's real country boy status right there if you barehanding it, bro. All right, let's see what this thing gonna look like. Yeah, bare hands is crazy, bro. All right, let's get some butter here on the pan. Let's get it sizzling. All right, while that's getting all buttered up, it was a white catfish. That is crazy, bro. Bare hands. All right, so let's move this out of the way. We're gonna get the toast here, the mixture here. Gonna turn the burner down a little bit, and we're gonna get to work. Dip, flip, dip, flip. We dipping and flipping, baby. And I got bit by a water snake. Wow. Yeah, Jewel. That's crazy, bro. Are those snakes poisonous, bro? All right, so boom, we got that there. Mixture out of the way. Yeah, I guess that snake wasn't poisonous then, because you still here talking with us. So I guess you good. That's what's up, bro. Glad the snake didn't really get you. All right, so we're gonna make some eggs to go along with this while those are cooking. In fact, I could just wait. That way I don't burn these bad boys. I could just wait and make the eggs right after on the same pan. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna keep it smart. Let's go. I think you would have known though if they were poisonous, bro. If they were poisonous, I think you would know by now. Know what I mean? So while these are cooking, let's go ahead and get some strawberries. Rinse these bad boys off so we can garnish the French toast with the strawberries. Or not. Now we got a couple good ones here. You have tattoos? Yeah, I have some tattoos. Got them when I was really young, but I got some. I got a couple. Got one here, here, and here. Do you have tattoos, bro? We're gonna cut up these strawberries. That way, when the French toast is done, garnish it with some strawberries. Can't go wrong with that, guys. You got the strawberries here. Your arms look like you could be in WWE. I take that as a compliment. Got to count the small wins, man. Got to count the small wins. And I'm gonna make sure I'm doing that from here on out, baby. Got to count them. All right, so we can go ahead and take these off. Good thing about French toast, is they don't take a super long time to make. It actually takes longer to make eggs than French toast. So thick. Training for a long time, bro. All right, so that's off. We're gonna cut up these strawberries a little bit more, just so they're easier to eat. And then we're gonna start making some eggs to go along with it. So we're gonna go ahead and throw some strawberries here, strawberries there. Yeah, hard work. Yeah, man. I've been training for a while though, bro. So I didn't just wake up and start lifting. I've been training for about 15 years. So, and then you can't forget, sports in high school too. So, but it's a journey, man. Enjoy the journey. Count the small wins, guys. The small wins matter. They actually matter than the big. They actually matter more than the big wins, to be honest. So that's French toast right there. In fact, this is only 25 grams of carbs in the bread alone. So what I need to do is I have one more toast here. So I'm going to take this mixture and I'm going to use this mixture for another piece that I already have. All right, so a little bit of butter on the pan. A little bit on the pan. You said, what did you play? In high school, I was really skinny. I was muscular but skinny. I played basketball. I can still play basketball. Check out my basketball video. You'll see Unc still get it in a bit. Got to stay in shape. In case one of you young cats want to run up and run the games, I got to stay in shape for y'all boys. All right, so we're gonna take this last piece of toast right here. Let me be ultra careful. We got another sourdough toast. I'm gonna drop it in here. Jewel 35. Okay, flip. You want the whole thing immersed. Soak up that mixture. Cinnamon, nutmeg, and then the egg. You want to drop that bad boy right there. And you can be my dad. I could, but I ain't never been to Mississippi, so. All right, so the eggs are here. We're gonna get these nice and done. Fourth wall. I see a question mark, but not sure what that means, brother. All right, so let's see. We're gonna get this guy immersed, and then we'll flip him. Okay. Yeah, you're a young buck. I'm gonna remove your age though, Jewel, because I don't I want to make sure that nobody, no weirdos, kind of like mess with your page because you're young, bro. So I just took your age out of there. Okay. Gotta protect the youth, you know. All right. So I think I got that part situated, which is beautiful. I got this sugar-free syrup. This was pretty good actually. Low calorie. It's pretty good. And you're gonna get some sweetness from the fruits too, so it's pretty good. So while this is like this over there, I can actually make the eggs right here on this same pan. So I'm gonna utilize my time. I'm gonna make eggs here while that's cooking there. I can make my eggs right here. The beauty of this big style pan, you know what I mean? Uh, Jewel, I would answer that, but not really on a live stream. I would, you know what I mean? I'm sure you get what I'm saying. All right, so that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna keep my eggs super simple. I'm not even gonna beat them up or anything. I'm gonna place them here, season them, and then hit them. That's a good answer, fourth wall. I got two guns. I call them left, right, left, right. It's a very good answer, fourth wall. All right, so we're gonna get some eggs. It's the beautiful part about these big pans like this. You can cook most of your breakfast at the same time because they're so big in width. Come on, egg. Come on, buddy. You ain't worth the trouble though. There we go. All right. So let's get some black pepper. What's up, Spotify? Let's go black pepper. Super simple French toast, guys. So we got black pepper. And I'm doing fantastic, bro. I'll be doing even better once I get some calories in me. But I'm doing pretty good, man. As you can see, man, it's a beautiful day. What a time to be alive, man. We got to count the small wins, guys. Way too often on internet culture, we only count the big wins. And we want to see these miraculous stories. But every day has a different story of its own. And you got to count those wins, man. They're still W's. They're still wins. You know what I mean? So just a reminder to self, man. Count those wins, guys. Count them up. If you lift today, if you lifted yesterday, that matters, man. If you if you're getting better at something, if you're working on a project, all those wins matter. So keep going. You know what I mean? Small wins are part of big success. That's right. That's right. That's right. I think too often we're in like a shock jock culture, so everything is we want big shocks and breaking news, but sometimes it's those little wins that stack up fast, man. You know, every day I get up, I make some breakfast. Like that's a win, bro. The fact that you can get up and eat well, you can train, you got a family, like all those things matter. All those things make real life, man. So look, the eggs are cooking. They're almost done. The French toast is pretty much done. So I'm gonna add it to this slab right here. Move some of those strawberries over so they look nice and decadent. Y'all look at that. Y'all see that? And this is for the misses right here. Boom. Now we got the eggs. The eggs are pretty much done. And then I also have some pre-cooked lamb that I already made. So I'm going to nuke that. You are a brilliant chef. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. I actually enjoy making my food because I know what's in it. You know what I mean? Let's go eggs right here. You know what I mean? If you make it aesthetically, if you make healthier food aesthetically pleasing, the brain is going to want to eat it. That goes for smoothies, smoothie bowls, all that. Make it look good. If you don't make it look good, you're not going to want to eat it. That's science. All right, let's get this out of my way. But this is how the eggs and the French toast are looking so far. We're going to do a taste test in a minute. Fourth wall, say you're at work. I totally get it, brother. So we got some lamb and a little spinach right here. I'm going to pour off some of this excess fat here. Not too much, just a little bit of that excess so it doesn't run into my French toast. And then I'll go ahead and put that on the plate right here. And then I'll show you guys what it looks like. And then we'll do a taste test. How about that? Look at that. Look at the colors. If you would eat this, put a 1 in the chat if you would eat this. If you would eat this, put a 1 in the chat. Woo! Let's go. Check that out, y'all. Look. Look at that right there. How's that plate? I'm going to heat up wifey some chicken sausage. Couple pieces of chicken sausage for the wife. I'll go ahead and heat these up real quick, bust them down, and then her plate will be finished. Happy wife, happy life, man. Like, can't get no better than that. Football season's about to start. I mean, come on. We had a good lift yesterday. I got wonderful people on YouTube. I mean, can't get no better than that. Where else you can get healthy and tasty meals for $20? You're right about that. You're right about that, bro. All right, so this is finished. We get this out. Fourth wall, you say you would try it? Jewel Granger, you would try it? Type 1 if you would try this, man. Jewel says it looks good, man. Thank you. Thank you. And you know, when you add the syrup to it, it's going to give it a nice glaze. Once I finish, this is a his and hers plate right here. You see that? Once I finish these chicken sausages, once we bust these down, Then we'll be ready to try it out and see what it looks like, what it tastes like, rather. I use stevia instead of sugar for obvious reasons, but just to cut down on too much added sugar. And then, yeah, unsweetened almond milk, um, unsweetened almond milk, cinnamon, nutmeg. You know what I mean? Oh, Mary J. What's wrong with you, Mary J? You sad, Mary J? Y'all pray for Mary J, man. She's sad. Pray for Mary J, man. She's sad. Y'all put your prayers out for Mary J. She can't talk right now, but she could watch. We praying for you, Mary J. Anytime a person wakes up in the morning with hate, that's a personal problem. You know what I mean, y'all? Make sure I'm not missing y'all's comments. All messages. Okay, there we go. Mary J. reinvigorated. Poor lady. But we okay, yo. Oh, she's sad. She came in with another one. Oh my goodness. Poor lady. I'm not mad. I'm glad. God bless you, Mary J. God bless you. Her name is Mary J. Rest in peace, man. Rest in peace, Mary J. Feel better. Yeah, I just yeah, poor lady, man. I just hit her off the channel. Poor lady, man. Some people are sad, man. Some people are really sad. They don't know how to deal with it, so they take it out on other people. It's that's why you gotta count the small wins, guys. What is going on? It's the internet, fourth wall. So trolliums come through. I'm not gonna get mad, bro. I'm happy. Why would I be mad? Let me bring the camera up, man. Listen, you are so chill. Why would I? Why would I be sad? Look, she got like 5 channels, Mary J, because she's sad. Why would I be sad? I have a beautiful family. I have good food. I have God. You know what I mean? Like I got. Why would I be sad from a person that has 4 to 5 troll accounts? Mary J rehabilitated. Mary J rest in peace. Like, come on. I hope Mary J gets God. Because if Mary J gets God, she's gonna feel better about her life. So I don't wish nothing bad for Mary J. I hope she gets God in her life, man. Hopefully. I don't feel bad. You would so eat that? Yeah, bro. It's some good food, man. Good morning from Oklahoma. Have a wonderful day. Me, I'm getting ready for work. Be blessed. Hey, you be blessed too, Frida. Frida Aguilar. Are you new here, Frida Aguilar? Mary J 2.0. Oh my goodness. She's so sad, man. My gosh. Mary J, we praying for you. Don't leave, Mary J. Stay long enough so that God would touch your heart. Because you have depression, you have suicidal thoughts, and I hope that those things leave your body so that you can have peace like I do. Because I have peace, Mary J. You got 5 troll accounts. Reloaded, rest in peace. Like some sad stuff, man. Jewel Granger, it's all love for me, man. I feel good. Let's go. Let's grow. God is already. That's so funny. So why do you need 6 troll accounts, Mary J? Like if you were happy, why do you need 6 troll accounts? She has like 6 troll accounts, but she's happy. Can somebody help Mary J? But yeah, man. Yeah, that's a troll. Yeah, yeah, it's okay. Because you can't talk with intellect, Mary J. Right. You can't talk with intellect. But you cannot talk with intellect. Why would I keep you around? You're disturbing the other people that have a mind. You don't have a mind. You just have emotions. So you have to come out of your emotions. Take a deep breath with me, Mary J. Take a deep breath. Take a deep breath, Mary J. Release all the toxins from your body and breathe the spirit of God in. Breathe the spirit. I know you're on oxygen, but breathe the spirit of God in your life. Breathe it in. Breathe this. I know your levels are fine, but you got to breathe God in. God is not in there. You have a demon, so you need to breathe God in and let the demon out. Breathe out, breathe in. Breathe out, breathe in. You have to breathe a little bit because your mind is malfunctioning right now. We don't want you to malfunction, my friend. If you got 6 troll accounts, you are mentally ill. If you have 6 troll accounts. But anyways, guys, look, we're gonna get to the fun part, and we are going to. Why are you sensitive? Who's sensitive? I feel good. I'm just saying you need to get like a life. That's what I'm saying. Get like a life. You know, like some people have lives. What's going on? Eva Watson. Everybody just blocked Mary J because she's malfunctioning. Her brain cannot function. And then we'll get back to our conversation. We will get back to our conversation. All right. So I'm gonna take this up to the wife. Yeah, she's mentally ill. Yeah. Her brain is all over the place. But check it out. That's breakfast for me. I gotta make Sportify Eva Watson. I gotta get some mod help. Fourth wall. I gotta make you guys mods just so you can handle the malfunctioners. They come from all over the globe to malfunction. Oh my goodness! Look, she's back. Converted. Look, she has her name. Converted. Rest in peace. All this stuff she's got. Oh my goodness. Sad person. And guess what? We ain't going nowhere. We're just gonna hide you again, and we ain't going nowhere. All 100 accounts. W breakfast. Thank you, Sportify. That looks pretty good, right? Would y'all try that? And then wifey got chicken sausage with French toast, eggs. I can't wait to try this out, man. Oh my gosh. I can't wait. Good, good. Yeah, I got you. We're gonna drop this plate off to wifey real quick, and then we're gonna come back and try ours. You know what I mean? We're gonna drop this plate off. I don't want to ban Mary J. I want her to see what real life looks like. Poor guy. I don't even know if it's a guy or gal, but poor person. All right, let's drop this off. Appreciate you. You hungry? What's up, sweetheart? Check YouTube. We got a crazy person coming in and out. Yeah. In and out. All right, we're gonna see what breakfast is looking like for me. Let's go. So I want to show y'all that plate, man, because the plate is looking good. Mary J. Revival. Look at her name. She got 1,500 names. That lets you know how many different spirits live inside this poor woman. She can't handle it. Oh my goodness, she can't handle it. All right. God bless the mentally ill and the demon possessed. God bless them. They're still people. But look at this, y'all. Woo! That looks good, man. Oh my gosh, I'm excited. That is looking fabulous. All right, we're gonna do the taste test because sometimes it looks good, but it don't always taste good, you know. But we're gonna test it out and see what's happening. Yeah, she got a lot of names, a lot of personalities. Oh my goodness, poor person. I mean, it's life is tough sometimes, but it ain't that bad. But listen, we're not gonna pay her no attention. I got a mod in here that's gonna ban her, or I don't even know what it is. Ban it, and it's gonna be cool. That looks good. I made egg sandwich with ham and some spam. Frida, that sounds delicious. But y'all, we're gonna test it out to see if it lives up to the hype. By the way, for the ingredients, guys, I used my sourdough toast, toasted it. I made a mixture of eggs, cinnamon, nutmeg, and vanilla extract with some stevia packets. And that was my mixture. Dip, flip, right on the burner in some butter. And it came out delicious. So we're gonna see what it tastes like. I want some cobs. That mean asking for some when we say cobs. Oh yeah, that's what that means. Where you from, Eva? Let me see if I can show y'all the plate at the same time. Kind of want y'all to see it. There we go. Oh yeah. There we go. So let's see what it's looking like. We're gonna get us a slice of this here. Get us one of them strawberries on there. Hold on, let me say grace. I'm tripping. Amen. Let's go. Okay. Okay. Sugar-free syrup. Let's go ahead and get some egg on there. That third one was the last one that I made, right? But same egg mixture. We just put it back on the burner. And boy, you guys got to try this. French toast, even if you're trying to lose weight, you can make it the clean way like we did today. Really good, guys. Oh, Cobbs means Sharon. That's pretty cool. I love different lingo from different cities and stuff like that. That's pretty cool. I'm from Florida, so it's like a country city dialect. Because you're in the city, but you down south still, you know what I mean? And that lamb. Does anybody in here eat lamb or no? Thank you, Evo. Jules says, I'm going to get something to eat. You're like, I ain't playing with you no more, man. I'm going to get something to eat myself. I ain't mad at you, bro. Mm. Listen, when you make it yourself, you're gonna appreciate it more. You're gonna get a steak, Jewel. I gotta show you guys my air fried steaks. I gotta do it on live stream. Air fried steaks are bomb. Mm. You already know, Eva. Eva, let me ask you a question. Have you been counting your small wins lately? Have you been counting your small wins lately? I'm tripping. I didn't even get myself another drink. You got to count the small wins, guys. Are they still doing the hurricane cakes? What is hurricane cakes? Hurricane cakes? I don't even know what those are, bro, to be honest. Yeah, I tried it. You tried counting the small wins? The small wins matter. I know it's not a part of the culture, but the small wins truly matter, guys. They truly, truly matter. Almost like you woke up this morning, you got breakfast, I want some pancakes or some waffles. Did you see? Were you here when I made those sweet potato waffles? Let me see if I got a picture. I made some sweet potato waffles. They came out real good too. Right here. Boom. Look at the sweet potato waffles. The sweet potato waffles came out bomb. That's the sweet potato waffles right there. All right, let me see. They were supposed to spread a word as for the hurricane season, but that was a year or two ago. And that's what and how they spread it was the hurricane cakes. Yeah, I haven't seen anything about the hurricane cakes, but um, yeah, Miss Eva, you got to try. Well, that's if you're even. I don't know. Do you try to eat healthy? I don't want to put that on you. Sometimes people just like what they like. But the ones that I made, I would say were on the healthier side because it was real sweet potato. But you know, I try to stick to mostly whole foods. You know what I mean? Um, but these French toast, no, I said I tried lamb. Okay, yes, the lamb is good. The lamb is good. Thank you, Mary J. Appreciate you. There's something about like food and psychology too. I noticed that when your food looks better, I know it sounds like, is this the same Mary J? Is this the same Mary J from earlier? I think. Are you? There's something about when you make your food. I know this sounds like okay, big deal, right? But when you make your food look good, even if it's healthy, the brain wants to eat it because usually food that's not as healthy looks really good. So um, when you make food look good, it's amazing how you're more prone to eat healthier food. So I think when people think about healthy foods, they're like, oh my gosh, I can only eat salad. I can only eat this. I can only eat that. I was just playing. I'm a Sportify. I was not real Mary J. Okay, I was about to say Spotify is a fool, bro. Look at Spotify, y'all. Y'all see Spotify? Spotify's a real gamer, y'all. Y'all see Spotify? It didn't sound real. Yes, Eva. So the night before, I made some mashed sweet potatoes. All I did was heat up. I put sweet potatoes in the oven with oil on them for about an hour at 400 degrees. Spotify, you're hilarious, bro. And then once you take them out, bust them down the middle, take a spoon, take out all the sweet potato contents. I then added butter, cinnamon, and a little brown sugar. Um, so that was the mashed sweet potatoes. In fact, let me show you what that meal looked like. What's going on, Robert Lloyd, man? Good to see you, bro. Good to see you, man. So let me show you what the mashed sweet potatoes look like on my plate. Check it out. Boom. Can y'all see it? I think y'all can see it. I'm trying to move out the way. That steak, broccoli casserole, and sweet potato, mashed sweet potatoes. So I took that same ingredients or that same mixture. Appreciate you, Robert Lloyd. I took that same mixture. Sportify, you funny, man. Let's go, let's go. I took that same mixture and I put it. I added a little bit of gluten-free flour, some egg, some more cinnamon, some more nutmeg, and I took a little bit of vanilla extract. Took my waffle maker, mixed all that up. Took my waffle maker, put the contents in there, smashed it down, and there was some beautiful sweet potato. I mean, I just got to show y'all one more time. What's going on, Miss Cooper? Where did you get the meat from? That is a chuck eye steak from Publix. It was on sale, $9.99 a pound. High school is such a new experience for me, bro. Yeah, Robert Lloyd, you're gonna be good, man. Just stay focused. You're gonna be good. W steak and broccoli. That's right, Spotify. I got the meat from Publix. They have them cheaper, but the Publix chuck eyes look good. So I got to show y'all the sweet potato waffles again. I mean, don't they just look decadent right there? Y'all do me a favor. Don't forget to smash the like button. I would greatly appreciate it. Smash the like button for your boy. But check those out. If you would eat those, smash the like button. You see that? Sweet potato waffles. And just all good. We have to put our phones away. I'll be here later if you on live. Stay strong. Okay, Robert Lloyd. Put your phone away, bro. Don't get in trouble, man. Do what you got to do in school, my brother. We're going to be here. Lord willing. It looks amazing. It was really, really good, guys. You know what I liked about it? All right, so for these right here, I'm going to give one critique. I'm going to give one critique for my French toast. The critique I have for my French toast is letting it sit in the mixture a little longer so it could have got a little soggier. You'd be like, oh my goodness, I don't want soggy. I want the inside to be soggy. That way, when I sear it on the outside has crunchy edges, right? For the sweet potato waffles, the outside edges are crispy. It's not going to get super, super, super firm, right? But the outside edges are crispy. And when you hit that with the fork, the inside is that mash. I mean, it's like something serious. It's like like somebody wrote poetry or something. You know what I mean? Okay, Spotify. Okay, Spotify. That looks mad good. Are you talking about the sweet potatoes? The sweet potato waffle? The sweet potato waffle. Okay, somebody said that they recorded. Okay, Spotify. Yeah, The waffle, the edges came out really, really, really crispy. Not overbearing, right? But the inside was just like a nice. It was good. I recommend anybody try that. Sweet potato waffles for the win. Speaking of a win, are you guys gonna count your small wins today? Not always the big wins, guys. Sometimes it's the small wins. You gonna count them? Miss White, thank you for that, Miss White. You know football season starting, y'all. So I had to bring out my chef apron, if you will. You know what I mean? Any football fans in here? Anybody like football? You know what I didn't make this morning, y'all? And I'm kind of jonesing for it. I didn't make a smoothie. You love football? Who's your team? Chicago Bears? Green Bay Packers. Nice. Yeah, we played y'all in the playoffs. Oh, Viking, you a Chiefs fan? I'm sorry, Viking. You're a nice lady. But it's Fly Eagles Fly on the road to victory. Oh, poor Charlie. I didn't even know that. I didn't even know that people in the UK watched American football like that. I thought it was all like you know European football or soccer. I didn't even know that. I know that the NFL is getting more international, but I had no idea that people actually watched it like regularly. What would make Charlie want to be a Cowboys fan? You're a Chief. Yeah, we have the extra sports channels. Okay, I just didn't even know that it had like precedence overseas. You know what I mean? But the NFL has been expanding a lot more, so they're actually having games in Brazil, games in Germany, stuff like that. So, and as Cooper said, Eagles. That's right. So, Viking woman, you didn't have a very good Super Bowl. You didn't feel too good after the bowl. People can't stand me because I love Green Bay Packers. They expect me to be a Bears fan. So, I'll tell you guys an interesting story of why I am not a Miami Dolphin fan. So, story time. When I was younger, my dad was a die-hard Dolphin fan. When I was younger, my dad was a die-hard Dolphin fan. And I just noticed the extra frustration that was in his life just from being a Dolphins fan. So for a long time, I said, I'm not going to have a sports team because this is way too much stress and anxiety. I didn't say that as a kid, but I just thought it in my head. I'm like, why would I want to go for their team if every week he's upset or he's sad? You know what I'm saying? Why would I want to go for a team if every week he's upset or he's sad, right? So what I did was I said, you know what? I'm just gonna like different players. I'm just gonna like the sport as a whole. But I ain't gonna like no team, you know what I'm saying? So over time, I started getting into sports more, right? And I said, you know what, man, I'm starting to like football a little more. I have to pick a team though. I was about 15 years old. So about 20 years ago. So I'm like, I gotta pick a team. I gotta pick a team. I gotta go for somebody. You know what I mean? So one day I was watching the Eagles. I'll never forget it. They were totally outmatched in the game. Like they were totally outmatched in the game. They their team wasn't good that year, but they were going against a team that was really good. Eagles had a lot of injuries. They just weren't performing well, right? So I kept watching, and usually at this point of the game, teams start giving up. The Eagles kept fighting. It was crazy thing to watch. Like they're getting their head kicked in, right? But they're still fighting. They're still battling. I'm like, this is crazy. What kind of team keeps battling like this? When they're getting killed, they're still scrappy. They're still going for it, and it reminded me a lot about myself. I saw a team that even though they were knocked down and they were injured and they were not superior to the team they were playing. They were inferior to the team they were playing. They kept fighting like they belonged to be there. At that moment, I started to look. Philadelphia, what does that mean? City of brotherly love. Phileo love, which is the Greek, right? Phileo, Philadelphia, city of brotherly love, right? Phileo is brotherly love. So I said, oh my goodness, this reminds me a lot about myself. Even if you're the underdog, you keep fighting, you keep going, you keep clawing. It was at that moment I became a Philadelphia Eagle fan, even though I live in Florida. So my dad was depressed from the Dolphins. I said, it would be foolish of me to watch him depressed every Sunday and say, oh my goodness, I can't wait to be a follower of that team. I said, I can't do it. It's just not wise. You know what? I'm going to watch basketball. It's more exciting. That's how I became an Eagles fan. I didn't want to be depressed like Pops, but I also wanted a team that represented me. And that's how it started, y'all, 20 years ago. Fly Eagles fly, baby. Let me see what y'all said in the comments. Charlie has always loved the Wild West, so being a Cowboys fan was a no-brainer. Hey, it makes sense. There's different reasons why people are fans. It totally makes sense to me. But did that make sense, yo? Yeah, yeah. I couldn't, Miss Watson. I couldn't. I mean, the guy, you all frustrated, drinking a beer. But Pops, you good? Yeah, man. We almost had him, man. We need to check. Every time I talk to him, we got to change the coaches. We got to trade this. I'm like, bro, this is insane. I'm like, this is like people got jobs and stuff. You know what I'm saying? You always want to trade. You want to get rid of the coach. You want to get rid of the GM. You want to get rid of everybody. You know what I'm saying? You want to get rid of everybody every year. I said, nope, I can't be a part of that team. I'll just watch until I stumble upon a team I like. And it's been Philly ever since. Whether it's the highs, the lows, the ups, the downs, it's been Philly ever since. He said, ha ha, I pranked you again. I was just eating food. Sportify. It's all good, bro. Because the joke's on you because I'm full. Yeah, yeah, Eva. I was like, yeah, people got, I can't find a reason to be depressed. You know what I'm saying? And guess what? I talked to him the other day, and guess what he said? Yeah, I don't know about the coach. Bro, 20 years later, he's saying the same thing. Do you know the bullet that I dodged by not becoming a Dolphin fan? And I like, I'll root for the Dolphins when I go to the games. As long as they're not playing the Eagles, I root for the Dolphins. But by no means, the guy is still talking the same way about the Dolphins. Everybody needs to go. Oh my goodness. So I said, you know what? Uh-uh. I got wisdom. I ain't finna become part of that trauma. The trauma it comes with. You know what I'm saying? So I said, you know what? Until I find a team I like, I'm not following the lineage in that way. That's right, Miss Cooper. I was with the Bears. They stayed losing everybody at home, sad. But growing up as a kid, I always loved Green Bay Packers. I had a jacket, the coats, and the hats. Listen, ride out with Green Bay. Green Bay. Matter of fact, we played Green Bay in the we played Green Bay in the playoffs last year. You remember that, Eva? You guys were, I think, you guys were the first game in the playoffs last year, versus the Eagles, I think. Um, so we had Viking woman in the Super Bowl, and we had Eva in the first round of the playoff. Do we have any Rams fans in here, or any Washington Commander fans? Let's be a big family. Let's talk about it. Let's be a big family. Let's talk about it. Yeah, first round was Green Bay. That was a pretty close game. Well, in the beginning. Then we gracefully got them boys out the way. You know what I mean? Gracefully. And then we played in the second round, we played the Rams. Now, the Rams game was a little bit more tough in the snow. Jalen had a sprained knee. So there was a lot of variables and factors in that game. Very close game down to the wire. And the defense kept us. Um, I remember I live in Green Bay, Wisconsin now. I'm from Chicago. Oh, you live in Green Bay now. Oh, that's what's up. She was such a fan of the team. She moved to the location. Eva, you a real one for that. You are a real one for that. My friend yesterday asked me, what should I eat to grow muscles? And I was like, this is what happens when someone doesn't know anything about nutrition. You're right, Spotify. What did you tell him though? What did you tell him? Um, the Rams game was more tough. Then we had the Washington Commanders, guys. They have not won anything since we were all little kids. So now that they are playing well, they have a good quarterback. They are running around rampant as if, you know, they're back. They beat the Detroit Lions, who was decimated by injuries. And upon beating the Detroit Lions, they can't. You should have heard them in the press conferences. Oh my goodness, they was talking with their chest out. If Jalen wants to be safe, he needs to stay in the pocket like a quarterback. If not, we're gonna hit him like a running back. And they was talking greasy, like, "Oh yeah, it's our moment." Da, 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 da. You should have seen the fans. Fans running around crazy too. You know what I'm saying? And they came to Lincoln Financial Field, which is the field that the Eagles play at, and they came there with a juice that I've just never seen before. You ever seen that person at the basketball court or the football court that's running around with their chest out, even though they haven't done anything yet? That was the Washington Commanders, guys. And they came into the Lincoln Financial Field and they was walking around with their chest out. And their quarterback, Jayden Daniels, who's number 5, everyone kept singing the old school song. I got 5 on it. I got 5 on it. That's what they were saying about the quarterback. And not only did they have 5 on it that day, they had 55 on it because the score was like 55 to 23. They came into Lincoln Financial Field and left with the 55 burger on their head. And it did nothing but humble and deflate their chest because they were really, they was feeling themselves, yo. They was really feeling themselves. So after that bloodbath of a game against the Washington Commanders, I went into the Super Bowl very confident because I just felt like it was my team's year. Like Jalen had been there already, still kept getting doubted, but he had been there already. So I felt like he was ready. My friend, let's see, I remember I live in, okay. I told him that you just got to work hard in the gym and get a proper diet, eat protein, recover muscles. It takes months, sometimes years to build. That's correct. Muscle building is not overnight. Back home, they can't stand me. I've been in Green Bay, Wisconsin for 5 years now. So peaceful evil. Sometimes you gotta get from around the ruckus a little bit. Do your thing. I'm like, just because I love the Packers, y'all mad at me, but it's all out of love. It's okay. Listen, they want you to be sad with them. Misery love company. You became a Packers fan, you moved to Wisconsin, and you started winning. Do what you do. So going into the Super Bowl, I'm a big Jalen Hurts supporter. You know why? Because regardless of what he does to show his talent, people still doubt his ability. So I started realizing that some people are just winners. And you know who hates winners? Put it in the chat, guys. Who hates winners? Who hates winners, guys? Anybody know in the chat? Who hates winners? Can anybody tell me in the chat who hates a winner? Does anybody know? I think you guys guessed it. The Viking the Viking has it. There's nobody that hates a winner more than a loser. Hello. There's nobody that hates a winner more than a loser. So that is a reminder for all y'all people, all my people. It's a reminder, right? That if you are winning in life, you will be criticized by losers. It's just the law of psychology and sociology. If you're a winner, you'll be criticized by losers. So this is why when you're choosing your friends and you choose your other halves, who you decide to settle down with, if you are a winner, associate with winners so that you don't have to worry about battling and frictioning with losers. Now, when I say a loser, I'm not talking about a person that's trying and they're not making it. That person's a winner in their right respect and right regard. I'm talking about people that choose to lose and they want to bring you with them while they're losing. Associate with winners, right? Um, Minimize your time with losers, even if it has to do with your workplace. If you work in a place or you work in a situation where you're around people that are Debbie Downers, they want to bring you down, you have to spend less time in a place like that. Because if you spend too much time, you know what I realize about people that are in misery that want to bring you in misery? This is what I realize. They don't know how to count the small wins. They think that until they become a millionaire, until they get a house, until they get um, a car that's prominent, until they get a certain credit score, they don't know how to enjoy the small wins so that then they can handle the big wins. They go from I'm a loser to I'm a millionaire. They don't respect the climb. They're a loser until they're a millionaire. That is the wrong way to think. If you don't count the small wins, you're carrying a loser mentality. And I mean this with love, by the way. And by the way, I'm one of the worst at what I'm telling y'all. So I'm not telling y'all something that I don't deal with. If you don't count the small wins, you start to perpetuate a loser mentality because you think that you have to go from start to finish. You don't respect the climb. Didn't y'all listen to the Miley Cyrus song that said it's the climb? There's always going to be another mountain. You always go. It's the climb. You got to respect the climb. It's a journey. Yeah, I call them people atmospheric sponges. Oh my goodness, I like that one. Stay away from atmospheric sponges. I call I call them parasites because they will rob your rest because they'll always keep you going. Not growing, they'll keep you going. Did you do this yet? It's always like the one up program. Oh, you didn't do that yet? Oh, you should try this. And then you ask them what they're trying, and it's usually nothing. They usually ain't trying nothing. You know what I'm saying? So count the small wins. Count the small wins. Be around the people that realize that small wins count. Small wins count. I remember when I first started personal training, and a lot of times I would compare some of the people online, like, oh my goodness, they have such a large group of clients, da 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 da. How do I get to that status, right? And then I started to realize that everything that you see is only what they're showing you. You don't see the background of some of this stuff. You don't you don't know what's going on in the background. You don't know the amount of marketing money that's put into these platforms. You don't know what you don't know. So the best thing to do is not compare yourself to people you don't know, and compare yourself from who you are to who you want to be, and keep battling the person in the mirror, because that's the only comparison that you need, is being better than you were last year or yesterday. You know what I mean? She said class in session. That's right. You know what I'm saying? So changing the focus from what everybody else is doing and putting the focus on what are my goals? What do I want to become? How am I putting the steps and the systems in place to become what I want to become? That's it. All the rest of that stuff is just fluff. It's fluff. You don't know how people got to where they are. You don't know. Did they start off with, did they inherit money? You don't know. Stuff, there's a lot, a whole lot of stuff when it comes to social media that you just don't know. So the best thing to do is not compare yourself. But I moved from my city when I was 19. I lived in Minnesota for a nice while, and then I just came to Green Bay. So they've been mad. I've been made it out of Chicago. Yeah, I mean, listen, the beautiful part about it is they mad, but they mad over there, and you where you live. Isn't that beautiful? You can open your door, check the sunshine outside, and guess what? You ain't got to worry about nothing. So they could be mad, but they can only be mad through text or phone call. But they can't be mad when they see you because you over there. So yeah, count. That's the message for today, y'all. Count the small wins. They stack up fast. Keep building one step at a time, one day at a time. Stack the wins up. You don't need to become a superstar. You don't need to lose 100 pounds tomorrow. You don't need to you don't need these big comeback stories for social media. You need to realize that life is short, and if you count the days and you stack the days up, you're gonna win. It's as simple as that. If you stack the days up, you're gonna win. That's all that matters. So it's something that I'm adopting more and more. I'm Be your authentic self. I can't wait to put out this little short I got about being your authentic self. Be your authentic self. And guess what? Keep stacking the wins. If there's an area that you need to improve in, work on it, work at it, take a class, adopt a trade, start a small business for your mind, you know what I mean? For your creativity. But don't get stuck in the rat race of going and not growing. I'm telling you, before you know it, you'll be 65 and you'll look back at the rest of your life and say, I don't even know how I got here. What am I doing? What are my passions? I don't even know. All I did was work. All I did was grind. Well, now that you're older and you're not able to grind as much, you're looking back and thinking about what you could have did. You still have it right now. Take advantage of it. Count the small wins, and guess what? They're going to stack up, and you're going to win. That's the message, man. You're going to win. Stack them up. You know, everything is about shock jock, and everything is about, being amazed, and oh my goodness, I'm impressed. Like somebody, I did something the other day, and somebody says, "Wow, I'm impressed." So I thought about it, right? And I could have been looking at it wrong, right? But he was like, "Wow, I'm impressed." And I thought in my brain, I was like, what makes this individual think that I was waiting for their impression or their approval? You know what I'm saying? Like, what makes people think that their impression or their approval is like a needed component? You know what I'm saying? Because people think that, like, they think, like, oh my goodness, I need to impress people. I need to make them feel impressed. And it's like, I get it because of the age that we live in. But if you impress everyone but yourself, if you impress everyone but God, guess what you're going to have? You're going to have a mindset of just people pleasing, and you're going to be the only one not happy. So please the things that serve you in life. Don't please the things that don't serve you in life, right? Don't live to please everybody. You do it for yourself, nobody else. Yeah. If you do it for everybody else, Viking, you'll be you'll be a Cowboys fan. No, I'm just playing. I'm just playing. I'm just playing. I'm just playing. That was a joke. I'm just playing. But you get my point. You know what I'm saying? So those are the bullet points. Try out these French toast. Try out these healthier alternative French toast, right? Try some sweet potato waffles. You know, they taste good. They almost taste like you're cheating, but you're eating clean, right? Count the small wins. They stack up fast, all right? And hang around winners. Now, this is the question that I get way too often. What happens if you don't know a lot of winners? What happens if you don't know a lot of winners? You know what you do? If you don't have a lot of winners in your corner, you open yourself up to finding winners and not settling for losers. That's number one, right? Find winners. You're on the internet. There's winners on the internet. There's some people that I ain't saying everybody. There's some communities that you could become a part of that are focused on growth. I'm not saying join any and everybody. I'm saying be open to what it could be, right? Also, for me personally, before people start malfunctioning, I pray more because I'm a believer. I pray more so that it shifts my focus from what I feel like I need to what I actually need, which is communion with God. Personally, connect with other winners. Connect with other winners. And as you connect with other winners, they're going to be able to pull greatness outside of you, and you're going to be able to pull greatness outside of them. It's an exchange for growth. Okay. So if you don't have a lot of winners around, be open, be open to, be open to people that are winning. And I'm not talking about on the surface. I mean, like intently in the heart. They're good people. You kind of know good people. And then also, uh, if you're a believer, pray more. Pray more that you would be comfortable with being alone sometimes, and pray that when it comes to your gifts, talents, and abilities, that you would be able to that those gifts and talents and abilities and passions will be exposed to you so that you can start to work on them and cultivate them. That's what you have to do when you don't feel like you have a lot of support around you. You have to position yourself, and guess what? Over time, they're gonna start rolling in. That's where the Eva Watsons of the world have come. That's where the Sportifies, the Fourth Walls, the Coopers, the Viking Womans. That's where they all came from. They came from just opening yourself up to people that win. or people that want to win. You know what I mean? And left empty inside. That's right, Eva. All right. Mm. So listen, I appreciate you guys. I gotta show you guys my air fried steak. It's beautiful. I gotta show you some tips and tricks. But air fried steak, don't knock it till you try it. I'm telling you, it's a banger. Listen, I appreciate you guys. I gotta jump on a coaching call, but I appreciate you guys. You guys are the best. You guys make it easy to have conversation with, and I appreciate that. But remember, no matter what you're going through, look yourself in the mirror and you tell yourself, let's go, let's grow. Let's go, let's grow. Viking woman, you have a lovely day too. Helen Rupert, good to see you. Let's grow. That's right, Viking woman. Eva, I appreciate y'all. I see y'all on the next one. Look out for my short. It's coming.